Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the Mackay T Podcast. Here are your hosts, Ryan Mackay and T Davis.
This is the Mackay T Show. This is the Mackay T Show. We talk movies and TV shows, sports and world news, coasting like on a world cruise. Hosted by Brian Mackay and T Davis. Yeah, you can't tame us. We're going to the top, we're becoming famous.
What time is it?
It's time for the Mackay T Show.
What time is it?
I said it's time for the Mackay T Show.
Welcome back to the Mackay T Show podcast. T, before we get started with our NBA Finals preview show, you want to introduce our guest with us today?
We have the one and only Larry Montgomery coming to us from St. Augustine, Florida, the Sunshine State.
Thank y'all for having me. Finally.
I know you ain't say finally. See, this is how. Don't start me ranting Chantin early on a Tuesday morning, because I'll do it. And the people know I'll do it.
Well, let's rephrase that. Finally, I'm able to actually be on the show. Y'all
Thank
have
you.
me, and that was out of my control. I was not able to be here, but I am here now, so that's where I'll be finally.
Yes.
Is that better?
Yes, thank you.
Ew. Oh goodness, well this ought to be fun. Alright. NBA Finals. Finally, the trilogy is on. Golden State, Cleveland, Part 3. On a scale of 1 to 10, and T, I'll start with you. What is your level of excitement?
4.
For the finals, for the NBA Finals.
No, it was a 4. That's what I said.
Oh, a 4. I'm sorry.
You said a scale of 1 to 10, and I said a 4.
I'm sorry. I got you. All right. Larry, what is yours?
I'm going to give it a 7 because now there's no excuse. Everybody's healthy. Nobody has been suspended. There's no flagrant foul. If you get one, you don't get kicked out the next game. So everybody's coming in for pulling on.
Yeah, I had an 8 for the exact same reason you just said. Everybody, no excuses. Everybody's healthy. No, and Draymond's not in danger of getting suspended this year. So yeah, we're gonna see their best against our best, and let's see how it goes. As far as needing to win more, you got. And my two options I had were LeBron James for his legacy, or Kevin Durant for joining the Warriors after leaving OKC the way he did. Who needs the championship more this year?
If that's for me, I'm going with, LeBron is playing with house money. Kevin Garnett, on the other hand, not Kevin Garnett, Kevin Durant. Durant, on the other hand, is playing with, he's got to win. But if he wins, he's got to be the man. He's got to go 40. I mean, he has to have good game because if he wins, he just say, I'm 25. I'm like, it's like, look at all these players you got with you. He has to be the man.
T.
Durant, yeah, because LeBron has won. With the way some people say, well, Curry got hurt, and then they'll say that what's his name got kicked out, and that's why they won. So, I think the Cavaliers got something to prove too. That it wasn't a fluke. But Durant, if he don't win it, I think you're gonna leave your boys to go somewhere else. Yeah, they're gonna give you the business.
To piggyback back off that, if Durant don't win, is he going to join Cleveland? But that's me. I'm sorry. Carry on.
Yeah, I agree with you both. I think Durant definitely needs this more. All right.
Hey, Brian, if I may, let me throw in this. Another person who needs to actually show up is the unanimous MVP. Oh, I'm not talking about Jordan because he never was. It's that Curry. Because Curry has been in the finals, he did win. He was not the finals MVP. And if he'd have won last year, it would have been Draymond Green. Because it's like Curry went to the milk carton in the fourth quarter. On the back of the milk carton. Wrapped below the ingredients. But anyway.
Last year, I think, and that plays into a prediction for us later on who I think finals MVP is going to be. But I'll go ahead and give that away for a good bit now. But the way that Kyrie Irving just manhandled Curry. Like, I know Curry was having some issues injury-wise, but Kyrie Irving played him like a fiddle last year in the finals. So he definitely has some redemption to come this year. As far as this 9-day layoff for the Golden State Warriors, do you guys believe that that's going to give Cleveland their best shot to win Game 1?
I don't think Cleveland been off a lot too. I mean, they just got like 1 or 2 days less, so they should all be ready to rock and roll and fresh, and nobody should be having any kind of reason why they didn't perform well.
And I think both have actually won on the. Sorry about that. Both have won on the opponent's court. Of course, Golden State has not lost. So they had a long period, and the only loss was actually for Cleveland was on their home court, and they had a big layoff. So, like T said, there should be no excuses. But Game 1, that should be the game. If Cleveland was going to get a game quick, if they get that game, then the narrative really changes because I guess Vegas has Cleveland a 90% chance to lose the series already. And once again, LeBron, that plays in. LeBron playing with house money.
Yeah. As far as the X Factor, who do you guys see as the X Factor being for? You can do both teams. Go X Factor for Cleveland, X Factor for Golden State. Who do you see as the X Factor on both of those teams?
I think Klay Thompson gonna have to play better than he been playing this playoffs. I don't know if he necessarily X Factor, but he just haven't been playing well for whatever reason. He gonna have to step it up. And then I also think that the guy that Shaq was joking on all the time, what's his name?
JaVale McGee.
JaVale, he could be an X Factor because he can protect the rim, and he gonna have to him or Zaza, whoever, somebody gonna have to keep Tristan from just running wild on the offensive board.
Yeah.
Because when they played him at Christmas, Golden State could have blew them out, but they kept giving up so many second-chance shots that they really would have won that game if they could have just won the better of the boards, but they could not keep Tristan Thompson off the board. Cleveland, shoot, I don't even know who they bench. Every time I look up, I'll be like, oh, he playing with them? It don't really matter. I mean, they don't really have no X factor because as long as Irving don't get hurt, I don't even think LeBron is the biggest factor in that. If Irving play well, it's going to be tough for Golden State because they don't have nobody that really can guard Kyrie.
What you think, Larry?
Okay, well, I'm going to go with Darian Williams. If he can come out and play well, because he's only, he ain't too many seasons removed from when he actually could play when he was in Utah. Then you're like, who is that? If he can just, give them, they go to the bench. If Darian Williams can come out there and, just play like he's capable of playing. He don't have to be the superstar he was in Utah. And if basically if he's a starter, but we just look at him as a starter. If Love can keep knocking out, if Love can stay on the court, because he's deficient. If he can stay on the court and shooting like he's shooting, it's going to be a good series.
Yeah,
it's going to be a good series. But if Kevin Love can play like a big three, which he didn't play like last year, but if he can continue to play like he's been playing and able to stay on the court and not we got to get him off the court because he can't guard nobody.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I think for Cleveland, Also, do you have anybody for Golden State, Larry?
Oh yeah, for Golden State, AI he cannot be hurt like he was last year because apparently even in that block that LeBron got last year, that basically the block heard around the world or whatever. Iguodala, he would have slammed that if he would have went over to slam that. He put it on the onus on the referees to call it because he would have tried to slam instead of a layup.
Right.
And so if he's back, I'm not saying he can guard if he can guard LeBron, but hopefully he won't be guarding LeBron. It'll be Kevin Durant. But that's the only person muscular left because if LeBron want to get somewhere, he just move Durant, even though Durant's taller. But AI gives him trouble.
But I think what they'll do is have either him or the one that talked too much. I'm forgetting everybody's name this morning. Green, they'll guard him and let Durant come weak side and try to get help because of his length. They probably not going to have Durant guarding LeBron too often. It's going to be Iguodala or Green.
Well, I would hope they will not move Green out there because, like you said previously, Tristan Thompson went through everybody they had last year. They don't want to move Green further out. And Tristan Thompson ain't nobody down here. Ain't nobody can handle me down here on offensive rebounds. That's the part that if they move Draymond out there, I don't think Jamal McGee, I don't think he is mentally or physically able to handle what Tristan Thompson is going to do. Because at some point, Jamal McGee is going to be Jamal McGee. He's going to do something like, what in the world? It's just that. When is he going to do it? When is he going to go there?
Don't be Shaq. Don't be Shaq.
I'm just saying, because it's there. It's like even if you're watching, he's playing well now. You at times they're like, what is he doing? He can't be what they bring him in. He can't be what he's doing because we know what Tristan Thompson's going to do. He's going to try to grab every offensive rebound possible to give Cleveland second and third shot.
But the thing is, the reason I say Jamil is going to be because he on the bench. He won't necessarily be out there, but for spurts at a time. He don't have to be great for 48 minutes. He just needs to be great for 10 here, 5 there. So go ahead, Macaroni. What you got?
Zaza is the guy that started. Zaza has no effort. He has slower foot. So they got to bang to try to keep Tristan off the board. Because he is going to run around with Zaza. And that's the thing. A lot of people even Zaza is the Golden State center. Really? It's going. That's why I like the matchup. It's going to be. I mean, it's going to be like it's going to be a chess match. It's going to be a good chess match.
Yeah, I think for Golden State, Curry and Thompson definitely have to show up because I think to beat Cleveland, you got to be able to hit threes, and that's what they do best.
Right.
And for Cleveland, I'm gonna throw some stuff at you, and just situational. If Golden State decides to go big to try and counteract LeBron, have some people in the paint, I think that Channing Frye and Kyle Korver are going to earn their money in this series if they decide to go big because they can stretch the floor and they can drag those bigs out of there and LeBron can do his thing. LeBron's going to be able to do his thing regardless, but they give him more room when they stretch the floor out. And I think they could be definitely X factors for Cleveland.
Right. Yeah, it's like it's like both these teams. Well, bench wise, I think Cleveland might have a better bench because of the simple fact, like you said, Kobe. If he's open, that's the thing. He can't create a shot. You kick it out to him. Oh my. Yeah. Oh yes.
Have you guys seen on ESPN.com? I was reading this morning. They have a list of. And they're asking if this is the most star-studded NBA Finals of all time. And I bring this up because I know this is going to make T upset.
Oh, Lord. Don't do it, people.
They have a top 10 list, and the 1987 Lakers-Celtics final made number 4. And they put this series as the number 1 star-studded finals.
For how?
So they have, I'll just go through the top 5 for you. Top 5. 1960s, Celtics Hawks at 5. Bill Russell, Bob Cousy, Bob Pettit. 1987, Lakers Celtics is the 4th. You know, we all know who was in that. 1983, Sixers and Lakers, which Moses Malone, Mo Cheeks, Julius Erving, you know, Magic Kareem, Jamal Wilkes. And then number 2, 1962, Celtics and Lakers with Bill Russell, Cousy, Sam Jones, and Lakers had West, Elgin Baylor. And then they had number 1, the 2017 Warriors and Cavaliers.
In what life? What? Okay, we gotta see. They about to hand me the story. First of all,
I know Keegan better get around up. I
can't understand it. Ain't nobody no style on Cleveland team.
Wait, hold on, T. Hold on, T. Let's let, cause I know you gonna go off. Let's let Larry.
Well, so she goes off. I got 2 words. That's all I got. 2 words. Cause those teams are loaded with Hall of Fame, and they're in the Hall of Fame. We don't know where everything's going. We got a couple of Hall of Famers, you know, we can call out, but other than that, this is way too early. Maybe it's way too. I'm just gonna say too early. Way too early in that case. But go ahead, G. Go ahead, because I know.
Wait a minute. What year you said this was? What year was this? Cause I'm confused. I'm so discombobulated right now. What year did you say the Laker Boston team is below this team?
Yeah, Laker Boston 1987. 1987 series was ranked.
Oh, you got Kareem, Magic, James Worthy.
Everyone noticed how she said the Lakers players first. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's noted. But go ahead.
I mean, you got Scott, Cooper, and okay, all them weren't stars, but you know, for legitimately, Kareem, Magic, James Worthy. Okay, then you move over. You got Mikael, Bird, DJ. Ain't no way. I can't. Ain't nobody good in this series except LeBron and Irving. Them the only 2 stars. Love them. They ain't no stars. They just solid role players. Or should we say superstars? Because maybe they stars and they not superstars, and I'm counting superstars. Because the only superstar on the other team is Durant and Curry. The other people, I can't. I'm done. I refuse. This some kids that ain't seen no basketball, and that's why they just did that. They don't have no idea of all the people that was on it. I mean, even if we run down the line with Kurt Rambis and all them, like they, I can't.
Okay, another story they have on ESPN.com. They got the story about Kevin Love's comments about the Cleveland Cavaliers being underdogs. He called it funny, considering they were they are the defending champions at this point. And a lot of people are still considering them the underdogs. You know, going against the Warriors, who are loaded, coming in after having a 7-3-9 season. Yes, they didn't finish it out, didn't win the championship, but they brought in Kevin Durant, who's top 3 player in the world right now. Do you agree with Kevin Love on his assessment that it's funny that they're labeled underdogs?
Who labeled them the underdogs?
You know how the media and just
Las Vegas. I don't see it.
How do you have LeBron, Kyrie, Kevin Love, and you're an underdog?
That's how I'm not saying, but everybody, it's like I went and looked all over every publication, and Vegas basically always right, because Vegas ain't gonna give away no money. But it's like, they'll be lucky to win 1 or 2 games. They won 1 or 2 games. They won 2 games with just LeBron and Dylan Dope. Okay. So I guess, and the next championship Durant wins would be the next championship Durant wins. So he couldn't get it done. It was three. They were up on that same team 3-1, and he couldn't get it done. So he came over to the team. And when it gets crunch time, that's what we're going to see. When it gets down to it, that's what we're going to see. Because looking at all these prognosticators, it was like Cleveland will have a chance, which is like that's about like what we just got to talking about. That's the most star-studded team of the two teams up in the finals. I don't think so. I think it might be. I think even, but I think maybe a little bit like Golden State. Simple fact that they got the Durant. We'll say 55, 45. No, 55, 45, and it might be closer than that. 55. I say 55.
I said 48.5. 51.5.
Oh my. And once again, they got the best player in the world, and then they got Kyrie, who's, in my opinion, is the best finisher in the game right now, today.
Easily. LeBron don't have to do nothing to keep the game close, and then they just gonna get it all to Kyrie.
And like, there's nobody on Golden State team can guard Kyrie, at any point. Now, of course, matchup problem is like LeBron because he's big, but Kyrie is Curry, tight or shorter, and nobody on the other team can guard him. We'll see though. We'll see, and that takes a lot of pressure off LeBron because he's really like, I'm playing with house with.
No, yeah, definitely. Let's get into a little bit of predictions, and we'll let our guests go first, because as everybody knows, T will get off on a tangent. So if Larry don't go, he may not get to go. So Larry, all right. So Larry, I want you to pick who wins, how many games will it go, and who is your pick for the NBA Finals MVP?
I'm going to say, I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going Cleveland in 6 and Kyrie Irving MVP.
Oh, okay. Very good, very good. I'm gonna go since you took my MVP pick, I'm gonna go one up from you. I'm gonna say it goes to full 7. I'm gonna give Cleveland the win and Kyrie with the MVP.
Now y'all making me sick. Cause y'all know I just don't like Cleveland. And that's who I was gonna pick in 7. But now I'm gonna have to go with Golden State in 7. I'm gonna go with them because they got home court advantage. Golden State in 7.
Okay. Who's your MVP?
And if they gonna win it, Durant gonna have to be the man. Like he gonna have to show why they gave him all that money. And why they brought him to the team. But him, they really need Curry to be the MVP. Curry ain't played good in the finals yet, so he needs to step it up. But I think Durant gonna have to be the MVP. Like he gonna have to bring it.
If Cleveland winds up being the winners, they go and get back-to-back championships. What is the headline of the newspaper out in the Golden State area the next day?
Great question.
Okay, trade. Who they gonna trade? It's Durant's fault that they lost. Because people have been saying all year that Durant has been holding Curry back. Which Curry kind of blew up a little bit when Durant was hurt. So I don't know if it's true or not. But
well, this is my thing. Outside of that little part of the West, everybody would probably say, see, we told you. Because when they won it, everybody they played up until that point in the West to get there, injured. Then they played in the championship game, and then LeBron and Dellavedova, of course, because Kyrie got injured in the first half, got the team injured. Then last year,
remember Curry was hurt. So then they can try to say, well, Curry was hurt. This is what it's going to say. They are who we thought they were. Was that green from? They are who we thought they were. Because they're going to say they would have lost to San Antonio if Dude hadn't did the dirty play and hurt Kawhi. And like Larry was saying, you know, they didn't have to face the Clippers. That's all we heard last year. They didn't have to face the top teams. So that's what the headline going to say. They are who we thought they were.
And that's what case in point. I think you need to go back all the way back to what we were talking about. If they must win it because everybody is ready outside of Golden State. They just waiting to pounce. They pounced last year on Curry. But could you imagine if they do not win and they got Kevin Durant? Oh my.
Oh no. Even though I picked them, I really don't think they're gonna beat Cleveland. I don't see how they're gonna stop. Like as bad as they struggled against San Antonio, I mean, in San Antonio they didn't have nobody but Kawhi. Really.
And that's the thing. They were up 20. He was the best player. He was the best player in those 25 minutes he was out there, and they were up by 20-some points when he got hurt. And that's the scary part. You got Durant was out there, all those were helped, and they were playing Golden State with one real superstar, and they were playing San Antonio, one real superstar, and San Antonio with that superstar was dominating the whole entire game. And I'm pretty sure almost 100%, almost. If he don't get hurt in that game, they win that game. They're leading by 25. And one superstar is going against all the superstars on Golden State, including the healthy Durant. So oh my, if they
because if they win that game in that fashion, that gets Golden State to questioning things, and you know the whole series changes right there.
Yep.
Yeah, I envision the headline having something to do with, obviously, with Durant and questioning him coming there. And I think a big picture of a big picture. Excuse me. Thank you. I think underneath the headline you have a big picture of a one-way ticket back to OKC.
You can't go that way. You can't go home.
Right. But the thing is, what LeBron did, they would welcome him back. That's the thing. They was like, all that dinner they spewed when LeBron took his child to South Beach, and how they burned jerseys, and as soon as he announced he was coming back there. Oh my, fans are they are more forgiving than anything else. They were like open arms.
Yeah, I think they probably would, but at the same time, it's a little different with LeBron going back to his actual home state. Kevin, if it was the Wizards, that's because Kevin Durant's from that area, from Washington area. I could see maybe that being a situation, but OKC, I don't know, especially considering Oklahoma. He didn't play but 1 year at Texas, but he was a Texas Longhorn. So
right, I forgot the big elephant in the room. They'd have to ask Westbrook. Oh my.
Well, yeah, because he burned a couple of bridges with some of his little comments. Yeah. Well, either that or the media blew it out of proportion. But he was shooting some little side darts at people about playing with a team and all that. So I don't know if he's gonna be welcome back there.
Well, it would be something if we get to that, and somehow Cleveland, as the media talking, has pulled basically the impossible and upsets that juggernaut that is Golden State. All these questions and way more we don't even think about become a call to Golden State. What about this?
Right.
Well, the problem Golden State have is not that they added Durant, it's that they lost people like the center that they had. Like they had pieces on the bench that people don't think about. That Kerr got hurt, but I think if that center, what's his name?
Bogut.
If Bogut don't get hurt in that series, I think Golden State probably win that series. But Bogut got hurt real early, Well, then he went to Cleveland and got hurt in like 30 seconds. But whatever. Yeah, if he don't get hurt in that series, I think that might have changed the complex of it too. So, and they lost a lot of pieces. You know, they need a center and not a power forward that's not mobile or really brings nothing offensively to the table.
Yeah, I think people they sleep on how big Harrison Barnes was for them and how he fit into what they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. They beat the benches rather weakened because all we know is like Jamal McGee and that's all. And the guy that broke his leg, the guard who's pretty good.
Livingston. Yes.
Yeah. But other than that, Iggy's aging, and they don't really have it. Cleveland, when LeBron said he needed more help, with quote air quotes up, Cleveland has a bench over there. That's another thing. They got, like I said, they got Darian Williams, who actually about 3-4 years ago, you know, he can still play. He can play basketball.
But Darian ain't gonna even get in before Jefferson and Iman Shumpert them. Like he's deep in the bench, Larry. You keep thinking. I don't think he will play a lot because they don't need a point guard because when LeBron don't have the ball, Kyrie don't have it. Like it's a matter of like Jefferson coming out there getting his little dunk on, playing good defense. Iman Shumpert playing good defense. J.R. Smith. It's like Darian just might be lucky to see. Huh?
No, Darian is actually a guard, so you know they can still do their thing, but he can bring the ball up and then let them do their thing. He can bring it up and distribute it out.
He can. I ain't watched him enough to say, but I just know that when LeBron went to Cleveland, I thought he would play off the ball more, and he didn't. And I don't see that changing. And I don't see LeBron or Kyrie getting a lot of rest unless these games are a blowout. I see a lot of these people playing a whole bunch of minutes and the bench coming in spurts. Like right before timeouts or right before halftime.
They don't spurt just to keep it. Unlike what Oklahoma City did when Westbrook went out. They just like straight guard. If they could just stay, you know, if they have a lead, just maintain it a little bit. Because they're gonna have at some point they're gonna have to get some rest, you know, blows, even though you might take one out and keep one in, like Kyrie goes to the point of where, you know, because everybody knows LeBron, that's what he played anyway, the point. And Kyrie the shooting guard. So hey, T, have we made you come up before interest more than the 4 yet? Or you still at 4?
Well, no, I'm at a 4. I don't care. I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm just waiting for the Lakers to make a draft pick. That's me at a 9. I'm waiting for June the 22nd. This just needs, I don't want to rush my days, so they can take their time. But, yeah, I'm still I'm probably not going to watch any other games. Because they probably all be on TNT or something, and everybody know I don't have cable.
Oh, no, they're all on ABC. All 7.
Yeah. Okay. Well, sometimes my ABC come in and sometimes it don't. They probably going to be there times when I'm asleep. So I'll just have to wake up and see who won. So that's why my interest level is really not high because I'm not going to see any other game.
Okay. Well,
unless they're on the weekend.
Say that again, Larry.
I said hopefully she'll watch at least one game, but look in on one game.
Yeah, and hopefully she'll get, and definitely like she just said, the ones on the weekend will be, you know, possibly late afternoon, so it won't be as late in the evening time. That's really all I have. Do you guys have any other things y'all like to discuss, whether it be NBA Finals or something else?
I don't get to run and chat today.
Oh Lord. Let's ask our guest first, and then we'll let you chat. Right, Larry, do you have anything?
On the sidebar, can we pray for Tiger Woods, please? And that's all I got.
Yeah. T, have you seen the news on Tiger?
We ain't praying for people that drink and drive. He a grown man that could get a drive. No, we're not praying for that. I can't. Lord forgive me. I'm better than that.
Yeah, like Larry was trying to say, the story is he basically mixed some pills and didn't know he was gonna have the adverse effect he had with alcohol. I don't know whether to believe that or not. I think that's probably just a way to spin this. But regardless, he does seem to have a problem. And like, yeah, I just hope that he, seek the help out that he needs.
Oh, and Ryan, one more thing before you go, because I know you're going to go all out. I finally actually saw a baseball brawl. That was a brawl.
Oh yeah, with the Nationals. Bryce Harper. Yes.
Yeah, Bryce Harper it's like he didn't come out there. He came out there with bad intentions. That's all I can appreciate that.
First ever mention of baseball on the Mackay T Show podcast. All right.
Yeah, we don't talk about baseball on this show now. You need to get it together. That ain't what we do.
No.
I saw that, and I thought that was actually somebody actually coming out there with bad intentions. But go ahead.
Go ahead, T. What we're ranting about today?
I just want to say, people, and since you two gentlemen are on the phone, and you guys may not have said this, but I hear men all the time talk about how emotional women are. Let's get this straight. Men, you all are just as emotional as we are. Okay, let me pull out my first example. Kevin Durant and Westbrook. Now, he left without telling you. If y'all weren't emotional, Westbrook and them could have still been friends and it wouldn't have been no big deal that dude just left and he didn't tell you about it because y'all was friends. Okay, but that became really dramatic. Alright, now we got Mike acting crazy because somebody didn't tell them. One Mike didn't tell the other Mike that he wanted to go to another show and keeping it all on the hush-hush. But they disgruntled, and the people that work at the Mike and Mike show don't even think they're going to make it to December, which they supposed to be going to December. Apparently they ain't been talking. So man, y'all, I just want y'all to know, in case y'all wasn't aware of it, y'all are just as emotional as women are, and it's fine, because, emotions are good. Just stop saying, women too emotional, because y'all get just as emotional. I.e., Bryce Harper out here fighting like he ain't got good sense. He was emotional about something. I don't know what it was, but something set him off. He got hit with this ball. So, yeah.
He was emotional because the pitcher who hit him 2 years ago, Bryce Harper hit two home runs off that same pitcher. Mm-hmm. So he had a grudge that's a 2-year grudge. So
see, that's what I'm talking about. 2 years of holding this emotion in. I can't. For 2 years you've been holding this. I can't wait till I see him again. That ain't nothing but emotions. Proving my point, being all emotional. Okay, number 2. Larry, Brian, you got something you want to share?
I just want to say about the Mike and Mike thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and just to piggyback off your point, the word is that they're not speaking. Once the show goes to commercial break, they're not looking at each other. They're not speaking. It is say something, and they may be emotional, but it is something to say to their professionalism. But when the lights are on, you can't tell that there's a problem between them.
Right.
Okay, that don't make him not emotional. But thank you for your input.
I heard it's poisonous relationship. Is that basically that's why the last couple of weeks, if you watching it, like one to go on vacation, and we have to come back the next on vacation, and our Booger has been getting all kind of airtime because he's been sitting in, and to this morning they both are on there, but that's hard to believe when they walk out and after that camera say cut for a little while, they don't even look at each other.
Yeah, it's
well, apparently a lot of this going on because on the Kelly and Regis them or whoever, Kelly and what's his name, Strahan or whoever, they were having the same issues. So apparently a lot of this go on and we don't know it.
And I don't know the story. I don't know what happened to when and what caused, as far as Mike Greenberg going out and getting his own show, I don't know, what all the story was. I know with the Strahan situation, he was basically told not to tell anyone about his situation, and I guess that not tell anyone included Kelly. So I don't know if this is the same kind of situation going on with Mike and Mike. If ESPN told him, hey, keep this hush hush right now. You don't even tell Golick at this point. I don't know if all that situation happened, but it could be a deal like that. Not saying that's right or wrong, but
look, Brian, if I leave and Larry decide he want to do a podcast, and if we making some kind of deal, I just out of respect for my partner, I have to tell, like, what is gonna happen? What do they think gonna happen?
yeah, I don't
Like, you
know.
a grown person, that's just called respect. Like, just got her sitting up there in the dark. Or, you know, got Mike sitting up thinking, oh, we good. You hearing the ha-ha on the show. Y'all hearing the ha-ha after the show. And then all of a sudden, I get slapped in the face.
Right.
Leaving. What?
And that's the part I read that Mike, he didn't even tell Golick. Green didn't even tell Golick that he was negotiating again. And basically, like you said, Brian, that they told him don't tell about negotiation. But you've been working with Mike Golick for about 17, 18 years. You can't. You can at least say, give your heads up. Don't tell anybody. But don't let this out. I'm negotiating the show. If Golick found out that he read about it like we did. I mean,
right, which is unacceptable. Like, that man, he would then try to say, well, what are my options? Thank you for telling me. I'll keep it on the hush. But now in the back of my mind, I can say, well, if he leave, I can try to make a plan B. And not just leave me out just with no plans.
So what I'm hearing from YouTube is that Greenberg gave Golick the Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook treatment.
Yeah. Granny got a new show. He going to New York. And he said, bye, Felicia.
Oh.
And like Golick, like Westbrook heard through the media, that's how Golick heard. And,
Right.
and then Golick had been, I heard this, somebody told me this. Golick had always been feeling some kind of way because if you listen, Greeny has always tried to come across as, I'm from Northwestern. Golick is a dumb job. Even though Golick graduated from Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
See, the whole time, it's like, I'm blah, blah. You always see in there that he sprinkles in there throughout all these years. And it was trying to get under Golick's skin. And then nepotism, Golick's son works at a network. And he put a post on, I want to say, his Twitter, he went in, talking about, he went in at ESPN, but not saying about that, but that's what he was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And that wires is sort of closed, but that was the main point. It's like, he didn't tell Golick. Golick found out, like us commoners found out. He read about it.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting in that guy 17, 18 years. And he didn't tell you that I'm trying to get my own show.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And the only thing that makes him legitimate, he'll do it on his own and been a journalist. But a lot of people watch it because, we know at least this guy plays the sport. When you ask him certain questions, he have a different perspective than you just sitting there watching and giving you what you think is going on. Like, he been in locker rooms, he don't been on the gridiron, he been in the heat of battle, he got a different perspective. Just be respectful of your partner.
Knowing my partner and my co-host like I do. So what's your number 2, Chantin Rantin T?
Okay, so my number 2 is very short. I don't know if we're going back into the primitive days. And maybe you guys can help me because, like I said, I don't watch a lot of TV, but I watch enough, like, little highlights of things to... Why do they have the women, like, on First Take and Undisputed or whatever? Like, pretty much they just sit there like they just sitting there to be cute or something. And they might ask the question and then the men talk back and forth. And then they'll say, oh, okay, we're going to commercials. What is that about?
Help me. I haven't watched Undisputed, but as T let me know that young lady sits basically up in the crow's nest,
right,
away from everything. But at least Molly, she sits there and every now and then she'll try to steer to the next subject. But I have no idea because there are basketball and football. There are women out there who know both exactly sit there. Like I was like who has a great opinion and insight. Like the person who's recognized as one of the best, sideline or reporters in general for NBA basketball. I think her name is escapes me right now.
Doris Burke. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Doris Burke. You say Doris Burke, enough respect. I don't know know why, and I don't know if that's how they want. You know, I have no answer for that because Doris Burke, that type of person. Oh my God, she knows the inside and out. I mean,
besides his and hers, what's the young lady now on there?
Jamel Hill.
Like Jamel, like they show is designed for her to actually talk and actually give her perspective.
Right.
But a lot of these other ones, all they do is sit there like they just the interviewer and let the two men talk or whoever the guest might be. And you rarely see a female guest come on. Like they got Rappaport on. It's women out there that can come on and talk about sports.
Well, this might be the other thing. I don't see like they can talk. They want those two people to go at it, and they don't want somebody, they don't want a third person so they have a three-way argument. They just want that person to mediate, and that person just happens to be a woman, but it happens to be a woman a lot, because Jay Crawford used to be that person who sat there and tried to mediate between whoever was skipping
Woody Page. Yes, cold pizza.
Cold pizza, hilarious.
Just mediator, not trying to have a three-way argument and two-way to mediate. But they need, also what you said, they need to have a man and put a woman in one of those seats like a Stephen A. or seat or something like that, because they got opinions too. So I can understand that.
Yeah.
I understand that.
I know in Molly's situation, she actually does try, and sometimes she's successful, but 90% of the time she just basically yelling at them, trying to calm them down. But
she started trying to put her last couple of shows. She probably thought about she's trying to get opinion a little more than she first got on.
And then on the Undisputed with Christine Legge, I still don't understand why she's off to the side, back behind everything. That I don't watch that show enough to know, but I don't get that at all.
I'm sure they ain't gonna tell us, but I don't know what that's about. That's so I can't. Okay, well, that's it. For me, for ranting and chatting right now. Are we punning around?
That was my next question. Do you have any puns this week?
Larry, did you bring your Brian? Did you get a pun?
I don't have one this week. No.
What's going on? I can't be the only one punning and having fun.
I'm afraid to try because the overlord T might knock you down. So I'm afraid to try.
I'm so glad Larry's on this week. I'm so glad.
See, here we go. Here we go. I need y'all to try. Don't be scared.
I might want to take mine in my little room by myself. So make sure.
I came one week with what I thought was really good. She shut me down quick.
That was a riddle or something.
Hey, she is the gatekeeper.
Do you have any this week, oh pun master?
Here we go. If you see a kid taking a nap, instead of kidnapping.
Oh.
Oh no. And in honor of the finals, if you buy a beer at an NBA game, is that an NBA draft? Dun, dun, dun. I love it. But it ain't easy.
Hey, I'm going to laugh at yours. I'm even afraid to say any of mine that I might have thought of because I know they're not going to pass that. They're not going to be in that bar. They're not going to pass that bar.
No, she set the bar way too high on that. Listen, we'll let the pun queen win this week. We'll let her have it.
I need some more participation from the people.
I'm scared. Hey, I'm actually scared to say anything. So yes, she has gone away.
Well, Larry, I want to thank you for coming on with us this week. It's been fun. We're gonna have to do this more often. This has been a fun episode here.
Well, I want to thank Ryan and UT for actually inviting me on, and I was actually able to get on this time. So it was great. Now, just thank you again.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let you off now so we can end this thing. But oh Lord, I hung up on him. Oh, a blooper. A blooper. Oh, yeah, please text Larry and tell him I apologize. I apologize. I should have hung up. I meant to hit okay, blooper reel. Anyway. Yeah, but as always, I'm one of your co-hosts, Brian McKay, and I am with
T. Come on, Lakers. We need a good pick. Davis.
And this has been the Mac and T Show podcast. Thank you for listening.
This is the Mac and T Show. This is the Mac and T Show. We talk movies and TV shows, sports and world news, coasting like on a world cruise. Hosted by Brian McKay and T Davis. Yeah. You can't tame us. We're going to the top, we're becoming famous.
What time is it?
It's time for the Mac and T Show.
What time is it?
I said it's time for the Mac and T Show.